Guys, this is a big tournament. 56 players we've got from our dojo. The link for the website is going to be on the challenge website, which will be on YouTube, so you can find the details there. Because the picture quality isn't great, I'm going to try and quickly run through the players involved. Okay, it's Virgil, Razgriz, Ahmad, Kimi, Betager81, G-Dog, Denise, Final Crystal, Sasquatch Jack, TBB, Ace, Rob90, Noel, TRS, Goldie, Degemra, Expo 55, Hadaway, Ryu Nuken, Blackie7, Stunt Bounce, Psycho Stalker, Hades, Dino Boy, Artordes, Kainaran, Danjuma, T-Rex, Pitman, Red7, Tentacle, Call Me Bob, Trip, Chinzo, Medjox, Sonic Boom, Snob, Audi, Joe, Brookie, Silver Rush, Afro, Reza, Ricardo, Edem, Ruddy, Stu, Yabberman, Obi, the defending champ, Ocon, myself, TD Defense, Riduken Pupil, Gabagai, Mayhem, K, and Omni Tatsu. So these are the players that will be involved in this tournament. The first reserve is going to be Young and Guy, okay, and he's the reserve because he's the last one to join. So the likelihood is that someone, won't be able to play their game. So the likelihood is that he will step in, and if and when that happens. All right. So these are the players involved. Okay, the group stages. Okay, we've got 8 groups. Group A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and H. Okay, each group has 7 players. So if I just stick on this group H at the bottom, then these groups have already been arranged between me and Snob. It definitely takes into account the location of where the player is. In general, we try to group the US guys together and the European guys in the other boxes. This is just for sort of player quality, really, to try and reduce lagging. But of course, it's an online tournament. At some point, there's going to be US to Europe games coming up, especially in the latter stages. So lag is definitely going to play a part. Okay, so you kind of need to accept that. So, for example, in each group, like I said, there's 7 players. So if we go with group H for now, okay, Okan will play the 6 other players once. Okay, so when I say once, I mean it's the first to win 5 games. And within each game is the best of 3 rounds, which is standard. Okay, it's leave character select on. It's unlimited character changes during each match. And for your stages, just try and choose one where there's minimal lagging involved. As training stage is usually a popular one, but it doesn't have to be that one. Okay. So once everyone plays their group games, one very important thing to note is, as opposed to the previous tournament, the scores do matter from each game. So for example, let's say myself in this group, if I was to lose 5-4, the tournament structure will favour that over me losing 5-0 to, let's say if I played Ocon, I'll lose 5-4. I will gain more points for at least winning those 4 matches, even though I've lost the overall set to him, as opposed to if I lose 5-0. Okay, so each game really does matter. That's important to note. So the next stage after the group stage, and it's basically one player from each group goes out, because at the moment it's 56. Okay, so if we go to the final stage tab, you will see that there's 24 matches involved. So 24 times 2 is 48. That means 8 players from the original 56 will go out from the group stage. So the vast majority of people will still, you know, have a part to play in the knockout stages, really. So depending on your scores from your group stage, you will be bracketed accordingly. You will either remain in the main bracket group, which is the top one here, or you can go to the losers group if you were towards the bottom end of your group performance. So the same rules apply when it's round 1, round 2, round 3, and round 4, which is basically the quarterfinals, and then we get the semi-finals. And I'm not too familiar with this last part, but my understanding is that the losers bracket, they play the final. Let's say everyone gets to the semi-final stage, then the losers bracket, they play a final, and then the winner of the losers bracket will play the finalists from the main bracket. And then when the finalists play, if the losers winner happens to win the first set, then it's the bracket's resetted, so they play one final set. So for the finalists can potentially play two matches altogether, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it anyway. So in terms of schedule, okay, the official start date will be the 1st of January, and bearing in mind it's season 4, new characters, Kage's come out. Some people might want to main him. There's been a lot of buffs and nerfs that people will want to get used to. So the official start date will be the 1st of January. I generally give a week for each match to be played. That's not set in stone or anything like that, but that's just a general guideline. So for example, I would like the first game of your group game to be played by the 8th of January. Then a week later, which will be the 15th of January, will be your second group game. Okay, so and so on. All the details about the approx schedule will be listed on the description page of this particular YouTube page. So you do need to refer to it if you've got questions. I think I've answered most of the questions or preempted possible questions regarding this tournament. So please look at the descriptions before asking myself. So that's that then, really, regarding the tournament structure and the schedule. Regarding replays, okay, because there's a lot of players involved, which means a lot of games, from each game, I would like, if you want replays to be uploaded onto YouTube, the winner can choose one and the loser can choose one. And during this time, from now really to the end of the tournament, which will probably be the end of March or early April time, I won't be doing any more replays, because obviously, you know, I need to play as well, and there'll be a boatload of replays from this particular tournament. Okay, so I won't be doing any other replays outside of this tournament, so you need to be aware of that, please. In terms of arranging the matches, okay, it's down to yourselves to arrange the matches, to contact your opponent, and probably the most likely way you will contact your opponent, if you find out their PSN. These addresses here, these gamer tags, it's the CFN address, sorry, CFN fighter ID. So if you want to find out the PSN ID name, if you don't know already, you use the console to search CFN, look for this person, and contact them on PSN to arrange a mutually convenient time for you to play your games. I would ask that you guys make every effort to arrange your own games without asking me, really. So give each other a bit of time. Everyone's got their own lives, whether they're studying or got family, or got full-time work or work shifts and things like that. So be considerate, but I do think roughly one game in 1 week is very reasonable. So I think that'll be about it. Most of the tournament details will be on the description box anyway. So that's it from me. Thank you very much and good luck. Bye bye.